Fuck the purple revolution. I'm going to say it again. Fuck the purple revolution.
A group of Maga people who have begun to see the light and see that Maga way is not the way. They begin to burn their red hats, and they have some grand idea that they would just come back over here and join forces with us.
So Mr. Purple Revolution, fresh out of MAGA, not MAGA, but still MAGA himself, got on the internet to say that he doesn't want to talk about policy because policy is divisive.
With all these new trends going on, I think we need to start a different trend. No Republican, no Democrat, no independent, no parties anymore until this shit gets all straightened out. We all need to be one, we need to be united, and we need to take out these rich and powerful elite governments because they're the ones that are doing us all dirty. Stop looking at the other little guy like they're the ones that are at fault. We don't have any control of what the hell happens. We got to turn our attention to the government. So let's start a new trend. No Republican, no Democrat, no independent, no more parties. Let's unite.
Fuck the purple revolution. I'm going to say it again. Fuck the purple revolution. The only reason y'all trying to join across aisles now is because the shit that is happening to y'all never thought it could happen. Because I'm white. Or because I voted for him. It can't touch me. Now all of a sudden y'all want to be informed. When we were explaining this shit last year to y'all before y'all got y'all asses in those booths, y'all didn't want to hear anything. It was gaslighting. It was propaganda. It was fake news. But now that y'all asses are getting ran off y'all farms, y'all can't afford to eat, let alone get gas. Your health care premiums are about to go up. And oh my God, I'm pregnant and I'm high risk. And I can't leave my fucking state to have this baby because there's nowhere for me to go. But I voted for this because I thought a late abortion mean women were unaliving their babies at 7 and 8 and 9 months. I didn't do my own fucking homework to understand that a late abortion means the baby is already gone and we gotta remove it to save your fucking life. The only reason y'all want to join across the aisle is because y'all fucked up. Y'all thought it would only happen to minorities and black people and the LGBTQIA plus community. Hell, and some of y'all are part of those communities and now realizing that y'all fucked up. Fuck the purple revolution. You know when I will join hands with y'all hoes? Is if y'all fucking do right during midterms.
This purple revolution stuff, I'm not falling for it. Because why do you want to come together now? Because why come together now? Is it because you've been affected by it? Or is it because you've had some real significant change? You've learned some things. And I kind of don't think it's the latter. Now, that's not to say that people can't change. When people do change, they should be given a second chance or whatever. I'm fine with that. But what I don't want to do is to repeat history, because I think about why we are here is largely because of what happened with the Confederacy after the Civil War. There was no justice for what the Confederacy did, yet they were able to seamlessly enter into the Union, into society, and everybody just looked the other way. And who bared the brunt of a split country? It was black people. And what happened to those Confederates? What happened to them? What happened to that mindset? They continue to have children. Those mindsets and values passed down to them, to their children, and to their children, and here we are today. So I don't want to repeat history. I don't want to repeat history. I have to know why all of a sudden you want to bring this country together. Is this just a MAGA rebrand? Is it because you got affected by it and now you feel some type of way because it's personal to you? But as soon as things get comfortable again, you're going to go right back into that mindset and vote the same way, align yourself with these types of values and policies? Until I see some real deconstruction of themselves, of their mindsets, of their personal philosophies and who they align themselves with, and their deconstruction of white supremacy especially, I'm not buying it.
Y'all heard about the Purple Revolution. I've been on a tirade all day today, and I heard there was a Purple Revolution, a group of MAGA people who have begun to see the light and see that Maga way is not the way, they begin to burn their red hats. And they have some grand idea that they would just come back over here and join forces with us and declare and form a peaceful revolution. Get how racist and hateful you were? Did you forget that you voted against your own self-interest in order to harm black and brown people? You know, purple revolution, because we don't trust you. We understand as soon as things cool down for you and you don't feel as threatened, you feel safe and secure, you'll go back to your nasty, ugly, racist ways. And there will be no revolution, because there cannot be a revolution without black people. And we are not getting out there with you all to protest anything. We've made it very clear. We have no desire to join forces with you. We don't trust you. Any heavy lifting that needs to be done, you better do it on your own. We'll sit over here and watch you. Out of your mind, talking about a purple revolution.
So Mr. Purple Revolution, fresh out of Maga, not Maga, but still Maga himself, got on the internet to say that he doesn't want to talk about policy because policy is divisive, while wearing a 1776 emblem on his chest. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, because this here is exactly why we don't trust you, sir. The year 1776 is literally the birth year of America's policy. 1776 was not the year of freedom for all. It was freedom specifically for white men, land-owning white men. That year marks when a handful of elite men got together and decided to write policy that would dictate who gets to be human, who gets to vote, who gets to own land, and who gets to be owned as land, as property. Oh, that wasn't just a so-called revolution. That was a business plan. Oh, and the Constitution? Policy. The Declaration of Independence? Policy. The system that said all men are created equal while simultaneously enslaving black people and erasing entire indigenous nations? That's policy in action. Baby, 1776 was the blueprint for every law that came after. Every Jim Crow, every red line, every prison pipeline. That year marked the birth of the idea that freedom is negotiable and that equity can be delayed, which is exactly what y'all are trying to tell us that we need to do for this unity purple revolution to work. So of course you would have that emblem on your shirt. So when you say policy is divisive, I need you to understand that 1776 was the division. It's literally the founding policy that split humans into categories by worth. So that shirt you're wearing is not about patriotism, it's about preservation of power. And that is why we don't trust you when you say unity. Because the kind of unity y'all are talking about is the kind that keeps us silent while it makes the rest of y'all comfortable. So let's keep it 100. You're not mad about division. You're mad that you're actually feeling the consequences of the policy that you've been voting to be enacted against the rest of us. The policies that you didn't think were going to touch you or negatively impact you. It wasn't divisive when it was working in your favor, but now that we are calling attention to how it's negatively impacting us, now you want to say it's divisive. Baby, policy is the very thing that y'all have been voting for that has been negatively impacting us for decades. And let's be 100% real. Y'all only want to change the part that are negatively affecting you. You don't care to hear about the other parts. You don't care to change the other parts that are impacting us, that we've been yelling and screaming about. And at this point, we're not talking about parties anymore. It's not red, blue. And let's be honest, we're not even talking about parties anymore. Red and blue, those are just polite cover names for anti-human and pro-human. And being pro-human is non-negotiable. It's that simple. The problem is that y'all cannot stop imposing y'all's beliefs and y'all's views onto everyone else by the votes that you cast that turn into policy that are then weaponized and used to govern our bodies, our rights, our freedoms, our wombs, our wallets, our food, our children, our identities, our existence. Yeah, policy is divisive because y'all weaponize it to use it against people who don't believe what you believe. But see, divisiveness was never a problem when y'all were on the winning team. But now that we're forcing y'all to look in the mirror, all of a sudden it's divisive. When it's a woman's right to choose, it's divisive. When it's black people wanting equity, it's divisive. When it's queer folk demanding the safety to exist, it's divisive. See, but when it came to banning books, bombing communities, writing laws that govern our bodies, suddenly we don't hear anything about it being divisive. Baby, that's not unity. And I'm so sorry, but the policy is the battleground whether y'all like it or not. And I'm going to tell you right now, the problem is also the people who write the hateful policy, the people who vote for the hateful policy, and the people who act like they want peace when that same policy negatively affects them. But we're supposed to trust y'all?